Good morning, my dear students. We are going to see the next part of plant physiology. The topic is there. That is absorption and translocation of mineral salts. The mineral salts that you know very well have lots of function that performing in plant physiology, in plant metabolism, in various metabolic activities, just like synthesis, formation or breakdown of any molecule. Here there is a role of mineral as an activator of enzyme, as a residue ion. So lots of minerals are required by the plant. They has been absorbed through the soil. So there is a mechanism of absorption of mineral salts. So we can define as the uptake of minerals by the plant through the root system from the soil is called as absorption of mineral salts. The mineral salts are absorbed by the plant in the form of their ions present in the soil solution. So there are some positively charged ions, they are called as cations, or negatively charged anions. So these are minerals, they required to the plant in various quantities. Some are required in milligram per liter in amount, some are required in ppm, part per million per liter. So the common ions are, they are nothing but potassium, nitrogen ions, phosphorus ion, magnesium, calcium, ferrous, molybdenum, copper, zinc, cobalt. So these ions are nothing but they are maybe the cation in the form or anion in the form, just like here they are positively charged or negatively charged. So these ions are absorbed by the root system. Now in the root system there is having different zones. You have been studied it in the anatomy that in the root system there is having the root apex, that is nothing but called as zone of meristem. We call it has a root cap and root apex, zone of meristem. Then later on there is a zone of elongation, and then zone of absorption, and then maturation. In zone of absorption there is presence of large number of root hair cells, and these root hairs absorb variety of minerals. Now in the soil solution, the water containing minerals as their ionic form. So these minerals are maybe monovalent, bivalent or polyvalent. As these minerals are nothing but absorbed by the root system from a zone of absorption, that is from root hair zone. So in this there is a mechanism of mineral salt absorption, that is the process of absorption of mineral salt, and this is of two types, that is the passive absorption and active absorption. Now the passive absorption of mineral salts, they are called as when the mineral concentration of the salt is higher in the outer solution than in the cell sap. The root cells, the mineral salts are absorbed according to concentration gradient by simple process of diffusion, that is called passive absorption. Now there is a certain pressure of diffusion, that is called diffusion pressure deficit. So diffusion pressure means the soil has a large number of mineral ions and root system has a little amount of minerals. So there is always movement of ions from region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration, that is by diffusion. From the soil, the mineral diffuse to the root system without expenditure of metabolic energy So that type of absorption is nothing but called as passive absorption, because here there is no role of energy. No energy is required for dissociation of ion, or for ionization, or for carrying the molecule through the root system into the particularly inside the xylem of the plant. Now, plasma membrane of the root cell is not permeable to all ions. Now, plasma membrane is semi-permeable, but most of the amount, plasma membrane is functioning as a selectively permeable. Means it allows selected ions, positively charged or negatively charged ions, to pass across it, and that is nothing but called as selective permeability of the plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is not actually semi-permeable, it is selectively permeable. So any ions are transported by through this plasma membrane, and then particularly absorbed by the root system, and then it is transported to cortex, then to the endodermis, then pericycle, and then to the xylem. So by this way, all the ions of the same salt are not absorbed in equal rate. Some are required in large quantity, some are required in less quantity. Just like I have said previously, that some are the major elements and some are minor elements. So some salt, just like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, they are required in large quantity. And some of the ions are there, they are required in trace quantity or little quantity. So there is not equal amount of ions are absorbed. So whatever ions that particularly absorbed by the plant, that is nothing but simply diffuse. But one mechanism, certain mechanisms are there. Now it is known that during passive absorption, the mineral salts may diffuse through cell membrane directly through lipid bilayer, because you know very well, plasma membrane is lipid bilayer. It has a two layer of lipid, and inside that there is a presence of protein molecule. So plasma membrane is lipoproteinous. It is made up of lipids and protein. So it is bilayer, lipid bilayer membrane. And through this what happened? During passive absorption, mineral salts are diffused. इथून ते diffuse होत जातात. म्हणजे त्या membrane मधून transport होतात. So the absorption of mineral salt is the process of ion exchange, which does not require metabolic energy. Now, what happened with this in the absorption mechanism by the passive way? Here, the ions are exchanged by the root system with the soil. So, the absorption of mineral salt is the process of ion exchange, which does not require metabolic energy, but greatly facilitate mineral salt absorption. So, it is helpful in the facilitation of the transport of mineral salt. So, there is two theory. One of the theory is put forwarded for this. That is the ion exchange theory. There are certain other theories also there. One of them is there, that is nothing but cytochrome pump theory. Cytochrome pump theory is also there, or maybe Donon equilibrium is also there. So these are the different theory that is put forwarded for the passive absorption of mineral. आता पहिल्यांदा passive आणि active मध्ये फरक लक्षात घ्यावा लागेल. What is passive and active absorption? Just like passive means when there is no role of energy, expenditure of energy ची गरज नाही. एनर्जी कोणती खर्च करणार नाही, किंवा बॉन्ड ब्रेक करणार नाही, किंवा बॉन्ड सिंथेसाइज करणार नाही. Only simply diffusion takes place, or just exchange of ion takes place. That is called as passive absorption. Active मध्ये एनर्जीचा रोल आहे. Here there is an active role of energy. Binding होईल, एखादा molecule join होईल, किंवा एखादा molecule dissociate होईल. तर that is requiring the energy in the active absorption. But in passive absorption, there is no role of formation of any bond or breaking of any bond. So ions absorb on the surface of the cell or membrane of the root cell may be exchanged with the ions of same sign of external solution. Means just like, suppose plant want positively charged ions, just like K positive, then plant release out the similarly charged anion, just like OH negative will be exchanged, and with this they are getting the K positive ions. So by this way, K positive ions is exchanged with H positive ion, and suppose Cl negative ion is exchanged with OH negative ion. Means same charge. The ions absorb on the surface of the wall or membrane of the root cell may be exchanged with the ions of same sign. Sign means charge. Here the charge of nothing but ion is considered, just like it is positively charged or negatively charged, that is considered at here. For example, here the cation, that is K positive, of the external soil solution is exchanged with the hydrogen ion released by the root cell. Or maybe similarly anion, just like Cl negative is exchanged or with the OH negative ion. So this regulates the mechanism here, the ionic exchange. Now in ionic exchange, there are two theories are there. That is one of that is the carbonic acid exchange mechanism, or maybe the another one, root contact exchange mechanism. Now before going to see these two mechanisms, we will see here how these root cells are exchanging the ions with the soil. Now in the soil there is a clay particle. Clay particle, they are also called clay micelle. Clay micelle means they are having the positively charged mixture of positively and negatively charged particle. So every clay particle has contact with the root cell, and during this contact what happened, the root cell, suppose root has a water, so they this get dissociate into H positive and OH negative. So what happened, H positive ions are transferred to clay particle, and in replacement K positive ions from the clay particle are taken up by the root. So this mechanism is called as ion exchange mechanism. Now how this mechanism is takes place? This is takes place by two way. One is there, that is contact exchange mechanism, contact exchange theory, and another one is there, that is the carbonic acid exchange mechanism. So according to contact exchange theory, it has been said that the ions absorbed on the surface of the root cell and clay particle or the clay micelle are not held tightly. ते tightly नसतात. जे काही clay particles सोबत जे ions आहेत, they are loose, but they oscillate. ते ऑसिलेट होत राहतात, म्हणजे सारखे ते आयनायझेशन सॉइल मध्ये झाल्यानंतर they get nothing but move from one location to another location. So they get oscillate within a small volume of space. एका छोट्याशा जागेमध्ये ते ऑसिलेट होत राहतात. If the roots and clay particle are in close contact with each other, the oscillation volume of ion absorb, जे काही oscillating ions आहेत ते absorb केले जातात by the root system, by the root surface, and may overlap the oscillation volume of the ion absorbed by the clay particle. Just like here the oscillation space is shown. This is the small space where oscillation of H positive and K positive ions are there. So in this space, what happened? There is continuous oscillation of the molecules takes place. Oscillation of ions takes place. So volume of ions absorbed on clay particle and the ions absorbed on clay particle may be exchanged with the ions absorbed on the root surface directly, without first going dissolved in the nothing but in the soil solution. So it without forming a soil solution, what happened? The ions only get exchanged. So this theory will be applicable where suppose water is less in the soil and plant want minerals. At that time, what happened? Directly minerals are exchanged by the plant, by their root system, and they absorb the minerals without dissolving in the water. So there is no need of water in exchange of ions. So that mechanism is called as contact exchange mechanism. Here there is no role of energy. Energy expenditure is not occur at here. So just like here in figure 1 and 2, A and B, you can see here root are contact with the clay micelle. By this contact, what happened? They are nothing but exchange by the root system. Another diagram is there that is related with the carbonic acid exchange mechanism. We will see in detail that carbonic acid exchange mechanism. This is another mechanism put forwarded for explanation of the passive absorption. So according to this mechanism or this theory, the CO2 released during respiration by the root system. Now roots are only the part which undergo respiration in the plant. They could not take part in photosynthesis because they are not non-green. So non-green part could not take part in photosynthesis. So in this they undertake the respiration. So during respiration, what happened? You know very well, O2 is taken up and CO2 is released. So during release of CO2, what happened? Root system released this CO2 into water of the soil, and that mixed with the water and that producing here the carbonic acid. So this carbonic acid, that is H2CO3, that dissociate into ion, that is H positive and the anion, that is the HCO3 negative. They are present in the soil solution. And these H positive ions may be exchanged for the cation, that just like K positive ion, and HCO3 negative ion is again exchanged for the anion, just like Cl negative ion. So the cations thus released into soil solution from the clay particle may be absorbed en route from root cell in exchange of H positive ion or as ion pairs with the bicarbonate. Thus, soil solution plays an important role in carbonic acid exchange theory. So here in this one difference is there in contact exchange and carbonic acid exchange theory. Here in contact exchange theory, there was no soil solution. In carbonic acid exchange mechanism, there is a role of soil solution. So it makes here the soil solution and CO2 playing a very much important role at here. Just like root release the CO2 that get mixes with the water, and from that here there is formation of carbonic acid ion, that is bicarbonate ion, or maybe the H positive ion, and these are replaced by the root system with the clay micelle. So H positive ion is transferred to clay micelle, and in replacement plant get K positive ion. So this is nothing but called as carbonic acid exchange mechanism. Now in this here, just like a variety of minerals are exchanged by this way, just like clay micelle is having a mixture of charged particle, maybe H positive, Na positive, Mg di positive, K positive, calcium di positive, ammonium ion, or maybe hydrogen, particularly proton are there, or maybe the boric acid ion, phosphate ion, nitrate ion. These ions or sulfate ion, chloride ions, these are nothing but found in the soil itself. Some are found positively charged ion in the clay micelle surrounding to outside, and negatively charged ions are present inside, or maybe opposite. That is, positively charged ions are inside and negatively charged ions are outside. So with this way, they exchange ions with the root cell, root hair cell. And in this, during exchange of ion, what happened? Just like H positive, Mg di positive, K positive, these ions are taken up by the plant. And in exchange, they release out here H positive and OH negative ion. हे दोनच ions root cell release करतात. कोणते? H positive आणि OH negative. These ions are released by the particularly root cell, and in replacement they are getting positively charged or negatively charged ion. Just like they are nothing but developing here the exchange. जसं आपण व्यापार करतो त्या व्यापारासारखं पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज देणार, पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज घेणार, निगेटिव्हली चार्ज देणार, निगेटिव्हली चार्ज घेणार. सो बाय दिस वे दे एक्सचेंज आयन ऑफ द सेम चार्ज. जे काही सेम चार्ज असेल किंवा जो सेम साइन आहे, साइन म्हणजे निगेटिव्ह असेल तर निगेटिव्ह म्हणजे डाय निगेटिव्हचा असेल तर डाय निगेटिव्ह घेणार, डाय पॉझिटिव्हचा घेतात डाय पॉझिटिव्ह घेणार. मग डाय पॉझिटिव्ह घ्यायचा असेल तर अशा वेळेला काय करेल, दे रिलीज आउट 2 आयन्स, 2 आयन्स रिलीज करतील. OH निगेटिव्ह मध्ये सुद्धा 2 आयन रिलीज करतील. सो बाय दिस वे they release out the amount of H positive ion and OH negative ion. So this mechanism explain here the carbonic acid exchange mechanism. या ठिकाणी आता figure B मध्ये in these roots release out CO2 that mix with the water, it producing carbonic acid and it exchange with the clay micelle, and from that here the positively charged ions are taken up by the root system. So this mechanism is nothing but called as passive absorption of mineral salt. Now we are going to see the active absorption of mineral salt. Now in active absorption, here there is a role of energy. Now itself membrane has to perform some function, and for performing any function, this requires the energy. So it has been often observed that the cell sap in the plant accumulate large quantities of mineral against the concentration gradient. Just like suppose for example, plant has a nitrogen. आता प्लांट मध्ये नायट्रोजनचं प्रमाण चांगलं असतं, कारण नायट्रोजन हे प्लांट मध्ये 1 ते 3% आहे. तरीही प्लांटला नायट्रोजन लागतं, कारण फॉर द सिंथेसिस ऑफ प्रोटीन, फॉर द सिंथेसिस ऑफ मिनरल्स, सॉरी फॉर द सिंथेसिस ऑफ पिगमेंट्स, प्रोटीन्स और मे बी लिपिड्स. सो ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी किंवा विटामिन्स आहेत, विटामिनच्या सिंथेसिससाठी या सगळ्यासाठी नायट्रोजन लागतं. आणि नायट्रोजन आयन प्लांटला जेवढे लागतील तेवढे आणखी ते ऍब्सॉर्ब करणार. जरी प्लांट मध्ये नायट्रोजन आयन भरपूर आहे, समजा रूट सिस्टीम मध्ये, रूट सेल मध्ये नायट्रोजन आयन भरपूर प्रमाणात आहे आणि सॉइल मध्ये त्याचं प्रमाण कमी आहे, तरीही at that time against the concentration gradient, कॉन्सन्ट्रेशनचा विचार न करता डिफ्युजनचा रूल इथे लागू होणार नाही. Without applying the rule of diffusion, here opposite to the diffusion, that is against the concentration gradient, what happened? Minerals are absorbed or exchange. Minerals are absorbed by the root system, playing active role, not exchange. Here they are not exchanging, they are not giving any positively charged ion or negatively charged ion. They are nothing but taking only the ions from the soil, though it is deficient in the soil. जमिनीमध्ये नायट्रोजनचं प्रमाण कमी जरी असेल तरी ते प्लांट ते आयन ऍब्सॉर्ब करणार. मग याला काय लागेल? एनर्जी लागेल. हे एनर्जी शिवाय मेकॅनिझम होऊ शकत नाही. सो हियर इन अल्गी नायटेला the cells have accumulate K positive ion, phosphate ion, so to such an extent that their concentration are thousands or 100 times greater in the pond water. पॉन्ड वॉटर मध्ये फॉस्फेट आयन किंवा पोटॅशियम आयनचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन जेवढं आहे त्याच्या 1000 कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन नायटेलाच्या अल्गीच्या सेल मध्ये असतं, तरीही ते पोटॅशियम आयन आणि फॉस्फेट आयन ऍब्सॉर्ब करतं. मग आता इथे डिफ्युजनचा रूल लागू आहे का? नाही. हियर देर इज नो रूल अप्लाइड फॉर द डिफ्युजन. डिफ्युजनचा रूल इथे लागू होणार नाही. सो इट ऍब्सॉर्ब हियर दिस मिनरल्स बाय अप्लाइंग फोर्स और बाय अप्लाइंग एनर्जी. सो हियर इज एनर्जी इज अप्लाइड बाय मीन्स ऑफ मेम्ब्रेन. कोण रोल प्ले करणार या ठिकाणी? मेम्ब्रेन रोल प्ले करतो. इथे एक मेकॅनिझम आहे, दॅट इज नथिंग बट कॉल्ड ॲज द डोनन इक्विलिब्रियम. आता डोनन इक्विलिब्रियम हे ऍक्टिव्ह पॅसिव्ह ऍब्सॉर्प्शनचं मेकॅनिझम आहे. डोनन मध्ये काय म्हटलंय की जेवढे निगेटिव्हली चार्ज आयन ऍब्सॉर्ब केले जाईल दॅट इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू निगेटिव्हली चार्ज आयन्स आर रिलीज्ड. सो दॅट इज कॉल्ड डोनन इक्विलिब्रियम. किंवा पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज आयन जर रिलीज केले तर पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज आयन्स तेवढेच ऍब्सॉर्ब होणार. हे कोणी म्हणलं होतं? डोनन नावाच्या सायंटिस्टने. त्या इक्विलिब्रियमला म्हणतात डोनन इक्विलिब्रियम. पण इथे आता डोनन इक्विलिब्रियम लागू होणार नाही. धिस कॅन नॉट बी एक्सप्लेन बाय डिफ्युजन और डोनन इक्विलिब्रियम. सो हियर इन ऍक्टिव्ह ऍब्सॉर्प्शन देर इज नो एक्सचेंज, आयन एक्सचेंज होणार नाही. सो हॅज लीड people to believe that absorption and accumulation of mineral salt against the concentration gradient is an active process which involves expenditure of metabolic energy through respiration. मग एनर्जी कुठून मिळणार? रेस्पिरेशन मधून. रेस्पिरेशन मध्ये काय तयार होतं? ग्लुकोज इज डिसोसिएट इनटू फॉर्मेशन ऑफ एटीपी and this ATP are utilized in the movement of ion. So one mechanism is there. That mechanism is called as the carrier concept theory or carrier concept mechanism. So carrier concept mechanism is there, that according to this theory, the plasma membrane is impermeable to free ion, but some compounds present in it act as a carrier or combines with ion to form carrier ion complex. So by formation of this carrier ion complex, what happened? Which can move across the membrane. Membrane madun te move honar. And by this way, what happened here? On the inner side of the membrane, this complex break releasing ions into the cell, while the carrier goes back into the outer solution. आता हे explain करण्यासाठी figure लागेल. Now here this figure is mentioned at here. Just like here, two sides are shown by the of the membrane. One is outer side and another one that is the inner side. Outer side, that is the particularly has the glucose, for example, and inner side of the membrane that has the nothing but there is no particle. Now suppose glucose is there. That glucose is moved by this molecule, that is carrier molecule. Now carrier molecule performing any here function. How? The carrier molecule may be any protein, एखादा protein असेल. That protein binds with the glucose. Just like glycoprotein. आता ग्लायकोप्रोटीन कोणाला बाइंड होतो? ग्लुकोज आणि प्रोटीन. सो दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज ग्लायकोप्रोटीन. मग इथे समजा मेम्ब्रेन मध्ये ग्लायकोप्रोटीन आहे जे ग्लुकोजला बाइंड होणार. मग बाइंड झाल्याबरोबर ते काय करतील? इट रिक्वायर एनर्जी. बाइंडिंग करण्यासाठी त्याला एनर्जी लागेल. अँड दिस एनर्जी इज टेकन अप बाय युजिंग एटीपी. दॅट एटीपी इज डिसोसिएट इनटू ADP and inorganic phosphate. That inorganic phosphate is taken up by that carrier molecule. And so that here there is a formation of carrier ion complex. 2 नंबरचे जे फिगर आहे त्यामध्ये काय होणार? जस्ट अ मिनिट. Then it is nothing but having created here the carrier ion complex. त्यापासून carrier ion complex या ठिकाणी just प्रोड्यूस होतो. By means of here glucose is mixed with the ion. ग्लुकोज कशासोबत मिक्स होणार, जस्ट लाईक विथ द कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल, सॉरी आयन नाही, कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल. ग्लुकोज कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल सोबत बाइंड झाला. बाइंड होताना एटीपी ची एनर्जी घेतली, एटीपी पासून एनर्जी घेणार आणि त्या एनर्जीमुळे तो बाइंड झाला, बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन झालं. बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन झाल्यावर फॉस्फेट रिलीज होऊन गेला मेम्ब्रेन मध्ये कुठेतरी. फॉस्फेट पुन्हा वापरलं जाईल एटीपीच्या सिंथेसिससाठी. एडीपी अगेन ऍडेड विथ इनऑर्गॅनिक फॉस्फेट टू प्रोड्यूस एटीपी. आता हे सिंथेसिस तयार होण्यासाठी काय लागते, एनर्जी लागते, नियर अबाउट टू बी 700 कॅलरी. दॅट एनर्जी इज टेकन अप बाय द ग्लुकोज. ग्लुकोज ब्रेकडाऊन केला की तिथे एटीपी तयार होतात. एटीपी कशापासून तयार होतात, 1 molecule of glucose to produce 38 ATP molecule. आता 38 ATP कुठून तयार होणार, ग्लुकोज ब्रेकडाऊन झाला ग्लायकोलिसिस क्रेब्स सायकल मध्ये आणि इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रान्सपोर्ट सिस्टीम मध्ये. त्यावेळेला काय होतं, त्यावेळेला त्या ठिकाणी एडीपी प्लस इनऑर्गॅनिक फॉस्फेट बाइंड होतात आणि त्यापासून एटीपी तयार होतो. आणि तो एटीपी म्हणजे तयार होण्यासाठी जी एनर्जी मिळते ते कुठून मिळते, ग्लुकोज पासून. सो दिस एनर्जी इज टेकन अप फ्रॉम द ग्लुकोज. So afterwards this binds with this and later on this nothing but carrier ion complex or carrier molecule complex are nothing but move to the inside of the cell. सेलच्या आतमध्ये मूव्ह होणार. आतमध्ये मूव्ह झाल्यावर तो पुन्हा आयनला रिलीज करणार आणि रिलीज झाले की पुन्हा जे काही आयन्स आहेत ते मेम्ब्रेन मध्ये राहणार, मेम्ब्रेनच्या आतमध्ये जाणार आणि सेलला जे आहे ती युटिलाइज करणार. जसं सेलला ग्लुकोज पाहिजे तर ग्लुकोज मूव्ह होणार. मग इथे कोणताही मॉलिक्युल असू शकतो, जस्ट लाईक इन्सुलिन. इन्सुलिन इज प्रोटीन. इन्सुलिनचं काम काय, ग्लुकोज सेलच्या आतमध्ये पोहोचवणं. तर हे सुद्धा इन्सुलिन म्हणून हे प्रोटीन सुद्धा काम करू शकतो. कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल कोणताही मॉलिक्युल असू शकतो, इट मे बी एनी मॉलिक्युल. सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट जस्ट परफॉर्मिंग फंक्शन ऑफ कॅरियर. सो अगेन दिस कॅरीज द अपोजिट. आतमधला एखादा आयन अनवॉन्टेड आहे, जस्ट लाईक युरिक ऍसिड आयन असेल किंवा अमोनियम आयन असेल, पाहिजे नाही सेलला. सेल काय करेल, आतमधला आयन कॅरियर आयन सोबत कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म करेल, पुन्हा एनर्जी घेईल. एनर्जी शिवाय होऊ शकत नाही. एनर्जी खर्च करून तो आतमध्ये बाहेर तो आयन आणून सोडून देणार. सो बाय दिस वे सपोज एखादा सेल आहे ज्याने ग्लुकोज तयार केलं, उदाहरणार्थ मिझोफिल टिश्यू. मिझोफिल टिश्यूला ग्लुकोज काय आता स्टोअर करून ते नाही ठेवतात. मिझोफिल टिश्यू ग्लुकोज तयार करतात आणि ते कोणाला देतात, नंतर फ्लोएमला. फ्लोएम मार्फत ते कोणाला ट्रान्सफर होतात, वेगवेगळ्या प्लांट पार्टला. तर मग असं होताना काय होईल, मिझोफिल टिश्यू मधले ग्लुकोज समजा तयार झाला, तो आतमध्ये काय होईल, तयार झालेला ग्लुकोज बाइंड होईल. बाइंड होऊन तो बाहेर मूव्ह होईल, म्हणजे आतला बाहेर जाऊ शकतो, बाहेरचा आत येऊ शकतो या मेकॅनिझम. सो दिस मेकॅनिझम इज कॉल्ड ॲज कॅरियर कन्सेप्ट थिअरी. त्या मेकॅनिझमला काय म्हणणार आपण, कॅरियर कन्सेप्ट थिअरी. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस थिअरी द प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज इम्परमिएबल टू फ्री आयन. मग आता या थिअरीनुसार फ्री आयन प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन मधून जाऊ शकत नाही असं या थिअरीचं म्हणणं आहे. डिफ्युजननी जाऊ शकतं, हे पॅसिव्ह मध्ये बघितलं आपण, पण ऍक्टिव्ह मध्ये तसं नाही म्हणतात. ऍक्टिव्ह मध्ये प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन ही सेमी परमिएबल म्हणून कन्सिडर केली आहे. मग त्याच्यामध्ये कोण काम करणार, तर कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल. कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल कोणामध्ये, मेम्ब्रेन मध्ये. बट सम कंपाउंड प्रेझेंट इन द मेम्ब्रेन ऍक्ट ॲज अ कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल अँड दॅट कंबाइन्स विथ आयन टू फॉर्म कॅरियर आयन कॉम्प्लेक्स which can move across the membrane. On the inner surface of the membrane, this complex breaks releasing ions into the cell while the carrier goes back into the outer surface to pick up the fresh ion. पुन्हा म्हणजे हे मेकॅनिझम कंटिन्युअसली चालू राहणार. एक आयन आतमध्ये सोडणार, दुसरा आयन बाहेर सोडणार. सो ही कंटिन्युअस हे कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल मूव्ह होत राहतील. आता कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल म्हणजे एक नाही, जसं एक्झाम्पल सांगितलं इन्सुलिन आहे, ग्लायकोप्रोटीन, फॉस्फोलिपिड, ग्लायकोलिपिड. मेम्ब्रेन मध्ये जे जे सबस्टन्सेस आहेत ते सगळे सबस्टन्सेस या ठिकाणी रोल प्ले करतात. सो जस्ट लाईक आउटर सरफेस अँड इनर सरफेस, हियर जस्ट लाईक कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल मेक्स हियर द complex ion, carrier ion complex, and later on it released to the inner side. So this mechanism is called as carrier concept theory. आणि हे कोणतं मेकॅनिझम प्रूव्ह करतं, ऍक्टिव्ह अब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ द मिनरल सॉल्ट. हे ऍक्टिव्ह अब्सॉर्प्शन मिनरलच्या साठी एक्सप्लेन केलेलं मेकॅनिझम आहे. सो हियर इन द मेम्ब्रेन देर इज ऑलवेज प्रेझेन्स ऑफ द कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल. कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल त्या ठिकाणी प्रेझेंट असतात अँड दिस मिक्स विथ द बाइंड्स विथ द मिनरल आयन and moves into the membrane. मग रूट मध्ये सुद्धा हेच फंक्शन होतं. रूट हेअर सेल सुद्धा काय करतात, बाहेरच्या मॉलिक्युल सोबत आतमध्ये कॉम्प्लेक्स तयार करतात, कॅरियर मॉलिक्युल, कॅरियर आयन कॉम्प्लेक्स, आणि त्यानंतर तो मॉलिक्युल आतमध्ये मूव्ह करतात. आणि रूट अशा प्रकारे जे पाहिजे ते मिनरल्स सॉइल पासून ऍब्सॉर्ब करू शकतात, व्हॉट एव्हर इट मे बी अवेलेबल इन द सॉइल. सो धिस प्रूव्स हियर द मिनरल सॉल्ट मेकॅनिझम. या ठिकाणी हे मेकॅनिझम प्रूव्ह करतं की व्हॉट इज अबाउट द मिनरल सॉल्ट न्यूट्रिशन और मिनरल सॉल्ट absorption. So this proves all about this mechanism. So now the topic is open for discussion. Any doubt from your side? Do not leave the class. I am going to mark your attendance. Okay. Now the topic is open for discussion. Any doubt from your side? Have you got every part? Have you understand everything? So in this mineral salt absorption mechanism, there are two mechanisms, that is the active absorption and passive absorption. In active absorption, there is carrier concept theory, that is carrier ion complex theory. And another one in passive absorption, there is carbonic acid exchange mechanism or contact exchange theory. So that is both are collectively called as ion exchange theory. In exam, you will be asked ion exchange theory. Then you have to explain both. That is contact exchange theory and the carbonic acid exchange mechanism. दोन्ही तुम्हाला सांगावा लागेल. So, okay, then I am going to share you the PPT of this presentation and this video also. Thank you all of you.